Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. This is my second time trying to record for you guys because the lighting is just off. But I probably won't be showing you guys the cards too much in this reading because it's just going to be really blurry, and I'm hoping to be able to afford a new camera soon. So this is your April reading. I hope that you guys are safe and that you guys are being healthy out there. So let's go ahead and jump back into your reading, and hopefully there aren't any other distractions during this time. So some of you guys may be feeling distracted for whatever reason. But we have a relationship. The bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups that you're dealing with. For those of you out there who are in a committed relationship, or you're dating around, that is in April. It seems that for some of you, or for a lot of you, that is the core of your circumstance, okay, or your experience right now this month. Yeah, see, this is the cards, but you guys can barely see it. But these are very beautiful cards, and I feel so bad that you guys can't see them properly. But there is a need to, I feel it doesn't matter what you're dealing with, Sagittarius, excuse me. There is a need to move on to new things, newer things. In the process, understanding what your gut is telling you as you move forward. I feel that your gut or your intuition is what has saved you, or what has helped you see things much more clearly. Some of you all may have gained some type of clarity based on your intuition. So there's those of you who may have felt a certain way about someone or about a situation, and your intuition was telling you, and you guys are finally coming into clarity and or confirmation of what you've been feeling this entire time. Okay. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Again, this can be in regards to your love, in regards to romance. It could be in regards to your family, your friends, love of self. It can be love of any kind, right? So there could be those of you out there who may be in a bit of a fog about where things are going. You know, whether you have a future with this person or not, or whether you have a future with a better future with a family member or a friend. Some of you all may not really have the answers, even though your intuition may be telling you, okay, this is not, you know, what it seems. And for those of you who are dealing with someone, or you're dealing with a circumstance where you're being treated less than you should be treated, you know, you're not given the respect you deserve, and you just feel like you just always hit a stalemate with this person or in a certain situation, you have to remember, and for those of you who are dealing with a relationship where the person just really they don't really get you for whatever reason, because I see here, Sagittarius, your energy is very fiery. You have the Ace of Fire here. So the Ace of Wands is here. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But sorry about the noise, guys. Things are advancing. Things are moving forward for you, whether you see that right now or not. And if things are, you know, and for those of you who are really having a hard time feeling that things are ever going to move forward, understand that your intuition and dealing with other people and your circumstances within this month, it's very important that you think clearly, you know, and if you have a hard time doing that, meditate, find different ways, take vitamins for your brain, you know, for better memory, whatever it is that you can do to and on a physical level, you want to have a healthy brain, you want to have a healthy mind, right? So whatever it is that you have, you know, whatever resources or sources you have to clear your mind, going for a walk, being by yourself, um, eating better foods, also staying away from people that make you question yourself or make you question things. Whatever it is that you are able to do in this time, Sagittarius, to clear your mind so that you can understand exactly what you want, so you can make up your mind as far as what you want and what you deserve. Do those things, because if you want clarity, Sagittarius, you have to be open to it. Okay, because sometimes clarity can be scary. You have to face that fear. For others of you, you need to deal with your circumstances with clarity. Speak to people with clarity. Let them know, hey, this is not what I deserve, this is not what I want, this is what I want. Right? If you want that job, or you want a better if you want a better connection with someone, better friends, you need to start maybe letting your friends know, or letting your significant other know. Or if you're dating for the first, not for the first time, but maybe for the first time in a long time, or you've met somebody new recently, you need to make sure that you're communicating with them clearly and not speaking to them in a way that is going to put, that's less of a hard blow. You know, if you have to be blunt with that person and let them know, hey, this is not really going to work out if you don't do A, B, C, and D. If you're dealing with someone who is constantly, they have a whole list for you to fulfill for them and their wants and their needs, but they're not fulfilling your list, again, Sagittarius, you have to have clarity and recognize that it's a two-way street. And if you're dealing with someone who just doesn't think straight, they're just, you know, they really don't know what they want, you have to let them know, hey, you know, that has nothing to do with me, you know, but this is what I need from you, right? Because we have the Knight of Air. So some of you all may be dealing with a Gemini. Some of you all may have Gemini in your chart. Others of you all may be dealing with an Aquarius, um, or a Libra, or another fire sign. But it doesn't really matter who you're, what the sign is. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio as well. So you guys, your intuition, Sagittarius, is very, very strong. Very, very strong. And it has gotten you through so much in your lives. Okay? There could be someone who thinks completely different than you, Sagittarius. They don't think, and that can be discouraging, right? That can be really discouraging, where this person, and for those of you who may not be with this person, and you're separated, or maybe this person, the thought of this person is resurfaced, and maybe you know, you guys may feel, maybe you guys are coming into clarity of understanding, oh, this is why it didn't work out. You know, it's because um, maybe it's because we just didn't think on that, we weren't on the same page. You know, this person they didn't want a better future. They just wanted to, they were stagnant. Because I don't see that you guys are being stagnant here, Sagittarius, because we have the Two of Fire here, the Two of Wands. So if you're dealing with someone who has very stagnant energy and they just don't seem like they want to move forward for the better, there's the Two of Fire and the Ace of Fire, and even the Knight of Air, the Knight of Swords, that's very, very cut, you know, very sharp edges, you know, very pointy, and those points are pointing in a certain direction, right? Swords are very sharp, and when they're dull, you know, they don't really get the job done. So you have to have a very sharp point of view. Because I feel like there are those of you who are dealing with someone who they're not they're they're not following their intuition. They're not wanting better. You could be dealing with someone who's really reckless. They jump into things really quickly. They, you know, they don't stop to think about, okay, where is this going? They don't stop to talk and to have conversations about the truth, about the reality of your relationship or your connection. Okay? And for others of you, Sagittarius, this could be you, where some of you all may have jumped into something too quickly, or you have a tendency to jump to conclusions very quickly, because some of you all may be more focused on your own future than a relationship, and maybe that can also be a problem to a certain degree. Always put yourself first, always, but also make sure that you are not only following your intuition, but making sure that the universe is giving you confirmation of what your intuition is telling you. Because your intuition may tell you, hey, this is something's up or something doesn't feel right, but you may not have the exact um, answers, right? Intuition is great, but that doesn't mean that we always have to act on our intuition right off the bat. And this is for a small portion of you where um, you have to understand to make sure that you gain all, you get all of the verification and all of the confirmation that you can about this person or about this situation before just moving forward with your intuition. Okay? And if your intuition is telling you something, stop to breathe and to meditate and to be by yourselves. Some of you all may have a hard time being by yourselves because maybe you live with this person, or you live with people who just don't give you a moment's peace. And so some of you all may have to leave home. But the universe is showing me here that you guys need to recognize that you are cherished, that you are precious, that you are loved. Okay? And if there is someone in your midst that is not showing you that love, don't allow your thoughts of what they're doing, the negative energy, to cause you to feel as if you're not loved, that you're not worth their time, because you definitely are. And just stay optimistic about your love life. Don't allow this person, or don't allow your circumstances to make you feel as if, oh, this is never going to happen, or I'm never going to amount to anything, this person's holding me down. No, we're in a season that calls for us to move forward. For others of you, if you feel that there is a relationship that you're in that is not working out at all, it's just not going to work for you, and you're not happy, and it's almost like this person just constantly reverts back to old patterns of behavior, no matter how much you try talking to them, no matter how much you come down to their level to help them understand how much you care and how much you want to get to understand them and how much you want to give them what they need in their relationship. If things are just not moving forward, then you're going to have to move forward without them. And once you let them go, I feel like you're going to very quickly, you're automatically are going to be moving towards someone else. Does that mean that you're going to meet that person, within the next month? No, but I mean, you could. But once you move forward, you're already going to end up, once you let go of that baggage of this other person that may be holding you back, you're already, with the Two of Fire and the Ace of Fire, you're already going to start manifesting something new. Okay, and it could be in regards to a job. I know that we're in a time right now where jobs are really, really, it's not happening, but you are going to be manifesting that in your life, or you're going to end up moving forward towards another person, and not just any person. It's going to be someone who's a step up from the person that you're dealing with, or the person that you're wanting to let go of. Okay, so, but at the same time, when you let go of this person, make sure that you're moving forward, understanding that you will manifest someone better, because you have pushed yourself to be better. You pushed yourself to love unconditionally. Okay, for others of you who may be dealing with financial situations, okay, and you're in a relationship, because again, the Two of Cups is here, so that is a big thing. um, the circumstances that we're in, the entire world is in right now, may have put some type of a strain on your relationship, and Sagittarius, you may be thinking about, okay, your gears are shifting, and you're thinking about, okay, what's next? What are we going to do next? Right? But don't have put that fear aside, Sagittarius, because things are getting better. They're going to get better. And during this time, if you guys are living with this person, you may be left with your thoughts a lot, and you guys are opening yourselves up to one another and talking about things, and bringing more of an understanding to certain topics that maybe in the past you never really spoken to your significant other about, or maybe you just weren't open or they weren't open about it. But now I feel that things are going to start opening up a lot between you two, and you're going to, whatever your fears were, whatever things that, make sure that you're understanding what fear and intuition are. What do those feel like for you? Is it your intuition that is speaking to you? That's why I say make sure you spend time by yourself so that you really understand and you're able to come to clarity and come to crystal clear understanding of, okay, is this my fear talking to me, or is this my intuition telling me? But I do feel that your intuition is very strong, Sagittarius, but I also feel that your fears can also get in the way, okay? Because I see that there are happy beginnings, okay? I feel like, not I feel, I see that there are a lot of good things that are coming to you, but at the same time there's a logical and practical perspective that you have to take, not an emotional one. So if things are not working out between you and someone else, and maybe this person really makes you angry and you may want to leave, within the blink of an eye, and just leave them and, go find something better. Again, make sure you get the clarity that you need. Make sure the universe gives you confirmation based on your intuition about what you need to do, or about this person. Okay, for others of you, if you're in a happy relationship and your emotions are running because maybe your finances are not in order and you may make certain impulsive decisions, and you don't take the time to rest, okay? Make sure you take the time to rest, Sagittarius, because if your mind is tiring you out and you're constantly thinking about your problems and you're not taking the time to recognize, okay, what is it that I do have? What resources do I have to make this situation better today? Sometimes I feel, Sagittarius, you think for the long term and you're thinking about, okay, what can I do to make this relationship last? Or what, for the long term, what can I do for the long term for my finances? And you have to think in the moment. What is it that you can do in this moment? Is it go for a walk? Maybe eat better, a better lunch, maybe take a nap, okay? Doing yoga, working out. What is it that you can do in the moment to better your life within that day? Don't put so much on yourselves, okay? Don't be afraid to just take a break, sit back and relax and do nothing. Don't feel guilty for doing nothing, because right now in this time of, in the world we live in right now, nobody's really doing anything, and this is happening for a reason, right? So spend some time alone for a time this month, okay? And really think about what your intuition is telling you or what your fear is telling you. Because sometimes fear can feel like your intuition because it's a defense mechanism. So your fear may say, okay, this doesn't feel right, I got to get out of here. But your intuition may come back and say, okay, hold on, because I feel what your intuition is telling you is to stay optimistic. That's what your intuition is telling you, to understand that there is better out there. Okay, and if you're in a happy relationship, there are better adventures and better experiences out there for you and your significant other. And focusing on the negative right now, it's okay to address the negative, definitely, but to focus on it day in and day out, night in and night out, to where, the only time you're not thinking about it is when you're sleeping, then that's something that needs to be addressed. And I feel that meditation, going for a walk, doing anything that brings your mind to a peaceful state for a time will help you understand. But you have to also be willing to put yourself in that state of mind, to be open to recognizing, okay, I deserve better. Not just from not only from other people, but sometimes from yourself. Like, how are you treating yourself, Sagittarius? For some of you all, there may be some situations where you're quitting something, or you're not eating a certain way anymore, or you're working out more, or you're maybe you're not, some of you guys may have a disorder, where you're going to get treatment to make sure that you can do better for yourselves. Whatever the case is, addictions, it could be a lot of things that you guys are finally coming into clarity about, and you're finally thinking clearly, and you're moving forward to better, bigger and better things, because you realize that you deserve that, okay? But for those of you who are dealing with someone who is stagnant and they're just not they're not thinking clearly, you may have to do that yourself and move on, okay? And move on to a better Two of Cups, okay? A better Two of Cups situation for those of you who, again, stay optimistic about your new beginnings, but you first have to let this person go. If this is for those of you who are not happy at all in your relationships. If you're not happy in a connection with somebody, whether it be friends or family, and you're ready to go, you're ready to leave, then the universe is going to give you, um, it's going to open up a pathway for you, and it's going to give you that opportunity. But you have to make sure that it's exactly what you want to do. Okay, face your fears, but remember, Sagittarius, what's the difference between fear and intuition? How does that feel for you? Okay, I hope that made sense. I feel like I've been kind of blabbering, and that I, just been kind of out of sorts lately, so I'm sorry if that came across in the video, but I hope that I was able to get the point across to you guys. But I love you, and stay safe, and much love and light to all of you, and I wish you guys all the best of luck on your journey this month. All right, bye guys.